Hey there, how's it going? It's welovebetting.co.uk. Once again, Mark O'Hare and Chris Graham here with the last Football League regular season video. Obviously we're covering the playoffs,
obviously,
but this is the last weekend of a long season, and still a few issues to get sorted, but yeah, the championship's pretty much done and dusted.
It's pretty dull for the final game.
It is. Well, we didn't expect that 6 weeks ago when there was all sorts of chaos. But yeah, it looks pretty dull. How was your trip to Holland, Amsterdam? Funky?
Absolutely outstanding, yeah.
Is it?
Would recommend it to anyone.
Yeah?
King's Day.
King's Day, yeah. That's the place. The place to be, definitely. Anyway, it's Bank Holiday weekend, it's the last weekend of the season, and let's kick straight on. Championship, and you're telling me, Mark, that some of the prices this weekend are quite frankly absurd.
Yeah.
And Leeds against Rotherham may just fit into that particular description. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. I think the big thing for me here is Rotherham coming off the back of quite an elating week in the fact that they've finally secured survival. Steve Evans has been all over Sky Sports News. In fact, he's going to be wearing a sombrero and flip-flops and shorts.
Do you think he will?
Yes, I do. Because I think Steve's that kind of guy.
Yeah,
he rolls with punches and he enjoys it. He likes the publicity.
Yeah.
I love Steve. I'll never slag him off. He is fat, he is sweaty, he's horrible. But I love him because he makes the Football League a better place.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm quite looking forward to seeing him decked out in that kind of stuff. Not in a weird way. But you know, Rotherham are going to be in party mode this weekend. You know, after all the drama that's gone on in the past few weeks, you can just see the way. Basically how Evans is, you know, he's not going to have his players ready for this. They're going to be on the beach, as he is. Quite the opposite, I think, to Leeds United, because I think I said to you earlier, I don't see Neil Redfern as the kind of guy who will allow his players to switch off.
Especially with his job potentially at stake in terms of everything that's going on at the club.
Exactly, players are playing for their futures, as is he. Massimo Cellino is going to be in the crowd. He's been given special dispensation, and with all the stuff that's going on behind the scenes, I think this is, you know, it's crucial that they sign off with a win at home in the Yorkshire derby. They're excellent last weekend. Sheffield Wednesday won 2-1. From all the reports I've seen and the highlights, that they're well deserving of that victory. And I think they've lost 3 in the spin at home now at Ellen Road, but I don't think that's going to continue. Rather than back them to win, I like the price of 6-5 at Bet365 that they all score 2 goals or more, over 1.5 team goals. They've scored in 16 of the last 21 league games this year. I imagine that it was presented with plenty of opportunities against the Rotherham defence, who've conceded 2 or more in 6 of the last 8. They're on holiday, they're on the beach, and I think this should be a relatively comfortable Leeds victory.
Interesting. Only League One, and what difference a year makes. I think everyone was quite was hoping Leyton Orient would get promoted last season in the playoffs because they fell short in the penalty shootout, didn't they, to Rotherham? Rotherham.
Big Steve.
There's a link there, and of course now it's really has gone tits up in the last year. They're on the brink of relegation, and I don't think anyone really gives a shit. I certainly don't. They're away to Swindon on Sunday, and you said the odds here are all wrong. Please explain.
Leyton Orient are favourites to win away at the county ground this weekend, which I've looked at it so many times. I've looked at it from all angles, and there's just no foundation to this price. There's no reason why Leyton Orient should be going to 4th place Swindon. Leyton Orient 23rd in the table and are favourites to win away from home. It's the final game of the season. People will say that Swindon have finished 4th, they're not going to go up, they're not going to go down from 3rd or 5th. You know, they're guaranteed 4th position, so they could rest players, they could take a foot off the pedal. But why would they? Mark Cooper's team are out of form. I think they've won 2, drawn 2, lost 4 in the last 8. They'll have to get a win to start getting a bit of momentum. A bit of belief back that they're going into this crucial period where they need to get a result, and you know that form's pretty poor. You know, what's that, 8 points from the last 8 games. Look at Leyton Orient; they've only picked up 9 points across the same amount of games. They're hardly in any form. The last time I went away to one of the playoff teams was MK Dons, and they were destroyed 6-0. Let's not forget Leyton Orient are 1-6 for relegation here. They're 8-5 to win at the county ground. Swindon 9-5 at Betfixer. No sense to me whatsoever. I'm all over that.
That's
stupid.
You put up a good case there, definitely, absolutely, and good riddance to Leyton Orient.
Nah, good riddance.
Yeah, good riddance.
You fucked up.
Yeah. Anyway, League 2. Man, this is settled, isn't it? Tranmere are down, and is the second spot settled? The relegation.
Yeah, Cheltenham.
Cheltenham, of course, have gone. Gary Johnson, that what a treat. What a mess. Anyway, not just him, but yeah, the club as well. Accrington against Mansfield, League Two, and
Gary Johnson.
yeah, I did as well, but you know,
Nice lad.
he looks the kind of guy who'd be slovenly, personal hygiene playing toppings.
Compared to his son, good-looking bloke.
Good looking bloke, right? Maybe Gary Johnson looked like that in his 30s and went to take it back, and maybe that'll be my future. I'm saying I'm as good looking as Lee Johnson. Anyway, shut up. Accrington against Mansfield. What are you pitching here at the audience?
I'm trying to remember now what I did. Okay, yes. So Accrington survive another season in League Two. John Coleman continues to do really good things at Crown Ground. You look at the end of the season form though, and it looks like there's just been just draws, 1 win, 7 draws, 3 defeats in the last 11 games. It's hardly really inspiring form, but I think they're good enough to get the better of a Mansfield team who are just waiting for the end of the season themselves. Survival secured. Take out the top half teams, and Accrington's home form is actually quite impressive. 6 wins, 3 draws and 1 defeat. I don't see why they wouldn't want to go out in the season on the high. With John Coleman in charge again, he's quite an honest guy who haven't got the squad to reel in the kids, if you like. But I'm going to take, because of that draw nature, I'm going to take the Asian handicap route here, take Accrington minus 0.25 at 11 to 10. Just gives a little bit of protection. If it does end in a draw, we'll only lose half our stake, which I like. Mansfield, it's kind of better centred around Mansfield and how pathetic and pants they are recently. 7 defeats in the last 8, and okay, they have put a few decent displays in on the road. The results just aren't there to show, and there comes a point where if you're playing well and you're not getting results, I've seen it with QPR this season myself. You've got to give up really. 15 defeats away already, failed to score in half or 10 of their 22 away games. Unsurprisingly, bottom of the away table, second bottom of the form table, and second bottom of the goals scored table as well. Accrington like to score goals. I just thought I quite fancied them at a decent price this weekend at home.
That makes sense. That young lad in charge of Mansfield will be in charge next season, will you? The old lad who looks like 25. Adam Murray. He won't be in charge.
I don't know.
I don't think so. And I think they'll get relegated next season as well. Hey, that was fun, wasn't it?
That was very fun. A bit of a slow wind down, wasn't it, to the end of the season? But that's the way the Football League's gone this season.
It has. It's been good fun. But we're back next week for the playoffs. I think they start next midweek, Mark. We're going to check the big fixture, but I think it's next week, and we're back for that as always.
And we should also say Bournemouth, Watford.
Oh yeah, you
5-1.
Called that right. Standard.
Burnley, bottom of the league.
Looking good at the moment. Yeah. See, we're not just pretty.